Hey guys, this is Miss Long. I just wanted to make a quick video because I've been getting some really good questions about the history textbooks and how to really use those throughout the year in your history course. So I wanted to address those concerns and talk to you a little bit about how you should be preparing for your quizzes and your tests. Now, history class in 8th grade is a little different from your other 8th grade classes because a majority of the work is supposed to be done in the textbook. Every day when you log in, you should log into the history course and go to the lesson assigned for that day. However, in that lesson, you'll see just a few short paragraphs, and then often after you read those paragraphs, then it tells you to see more information in your student guide. So when you do that, you should be working in the books that you received in the mail. So let's take a look at those books and how you should be using those. Now, in the mail for the beginning of the year, you all should have received this soft cover blue book, and it says student guide on the front. So this is what you'll be using for this entire year in order to complete your history lessons. Now, in the student guide, since it's a paperback and it's a workbook, you can keep this and you can write in this. But your student guide really tells you how to find the information you need to know in order to learn about the history lesson for the day and complete the quiz. Now, in your history book, you'll see that there are different sections. There's a section for each unit, and I have marked mine with sticky notes. But I know that on page 19, that is where Unit 2 begins. And if you look at the top, it also says Unit 2, from gathering to growing, and then it goes on to say Lesson 1, how long is long. So it gives me a little information to read. Often it gives me key vocabulary that I need to put in my notes. That way I can know what those words mean when it comes test time. But also, if you flip through during the lesson, it'll tell me what pages to read and what questions I should be answering as I read those pages. So this is a really good guide to tell you how you're supposed to be reading in your textbooks each day. As I said, it does have some practice problems and sheets for you to do, and I would advise that you do these. You can find the answer keys often online just to check your answers, but knowing how to do these activities will really help you when it comes time to do the quiz or the test. Now, as you flip through, you'll see here's lesson 2. So we've moved on to the next lesson. But again, it gives me keywords, vocabulary that I should know. It tells me where to read in the textbook, and then it gives me activities that I should be completing in order to prepare for the quiz. Okay, and that goes on for the entire year. We have a section for Unit 3, we have a section for Unit 4, and on and on. Okay, so that is the student guide. Now, when it tells you to read in the textbook, it means this book. This is a hardcover book. You should not write in this because you will have to return it. But it's called The Human Odyssey, and this is Volume 1 because when you reach into the 9th grade, you'll go on to Volume 2. But in the textbook, in the student guide, it tells you to read in the textbook from certain pages. So all you have to do is go to the pages it assigns. So for this first section, for example, it tells me to go to page 17. And it even told me what sections to read. So it said read from section or from page 17 all the way to page 20. So here's 19. It tells me to read to page 20 and to stop right before the first Americans. So it actually tells me what and where to read in the textbook. And guys, this is how you prepare for your quizzes and how you prepare for your tests. If you do not use these textbooks, I'll be honest, you are not going to be prepared for the assignments this year. So make sure you're utilizing this well. And as always, if you have questions, just let me know. Thanks, guys, and y'all have a great day.